We live in a capitalist society, and what that means is that there's two ways that you can earn money. You can earn money from your labor, which is your salary. You go to work, you put in your effort, and you get paid, or you can get paid from your capital, which is your money. And this is where the wealth is built in our society. Now you can hate it, or you can learn the rules to the system. And this is where you need to learn the rules of money, because this is what wealthy people do. They understand the rules. And so now if you don't have millions of dollars, well, what do? Well, you just start working through your labor, you start earning this money, and then you have to work for the equity, which means you need to put the capital to work, which is why you want to make money from this business. Now, if you are not an entrepreneur, the next best thing is you can go out and start investing in real estate, and the next best thing is you invest your money into companies. That way now you're getting ownership in companies. That way now you're not just working to climb the corporate ladder, you're working to own the corporate ladder, because now you own a piece of the companies, you own a piece of the profits. The easiest and most accessible way to do that is through the stock market. This is where things get really different, because now you can spend money before taxes when you have this sort of business, because now anything that is a business expense can now be potentially deducted. For example, I run a business and I have to have a cell phone, my iPhone, to run my business. That is a business expense. I have to have a laptop. That's a business expense. I have to pump gas in my car. That's a business expense. So all these things now can start becoming business expenses that you also use in your lifestyle. Now you have to also understand that the expenses that you now deduct from your taxes, they have to be related to your business. But once you start to become more here, everything becomes work. Everything becomes business. And this is where you have to also decide if that's the type of lifestyle that you want to live or not. Like, I'm here in San Diego and I'm here for work, which is why I get to deduct the Airbnb that I'm in. I get to deduct the car that I'm driving. I get to deduct the other expenses that I have here. But I get to explore sunny San Diego while I'm doing my work. For the majority of people, these expenses that I just talked about are after-tax expenses. If you want to get a phone, you want to get a car, you want to get any of these expenses, you want to travel, well, that has to be after-tax dollars. So you make money, you pay taxes, and then you can only spend what's left. Well, if you have your own business, if you create your own income, you can flip it, because now you earn money, and if you can spend that money in a way that's going to benefit the business, and this is very helpful here to have a good tax advisor and a tax accountant to help you with this, because there's a lot of rules and regulations, but it's all a game. You want to ask the right questions of how it can be deductible, not what is deductible. It's how can you make it deductible. Once you do that, now you can spend money, and then you only pay taxes on whatever's left. Here, you pay taxes and then you spend whatever's left. Here, you spend your money and pay taxes on whatever's left. And the goal here is when you're spending this money, that it's going to be working to make you even more money. Here, I'm in San Diego and I'm working, but guess what? I'm also meeting with a lot of business people, and I'm making a lot of networks, and I'm making new business opportunities, which will hopefully work to make me more money in the future. So I'm spending more money. That way now I can also explore sunny San Diego here with my work, but the goal is also to make me more money, but all these things are also tax deductions as I do them. Then after you pay taxes, that's when then you can spend money on yourself. You can now buy yourself the clothes, you can buy yourself whatever else that you want for your personal life that's not related to your business. And then when it comes to investing your money, wealthy people understand that there's a lot more to your 401k and your IRA. You have to be investing your money yourself. If you have a 401k, you have an IRA, that's fine. I talk about this all the time. It's a great investment for the average investor. But wealthy people, the top 1%, the top 0.1%, don't care about the 401k or the IRA, because there's so many other bigger ways for you to invest your money, get bigger returns, have more controls over your money, and get better tax breaks. If you have your own business, that might mean reinvesting your money back into your business. That might mean investing your money into stocks outside of your 401k, outside of your IRA. That might mean investing your money into physical real estate, because now you can start building cash flow from your real estate. So now you're creating your own investments outside of your 401k and IRA. Now again, I'm not going to say don't have a 401k, don't have an IRA. They can have a position, especially if it's something you've been doing, especially if it's something that you're comfortable with, because it's better to have this, a 401k and our IRA, than no investments at all. Okay? But that should only be the base. Just like how your school should be the beginning of your education, not the end of your education. This should not be the end of your investments. If you have a 401k or an IRA, fine. continue to do that, but please do not stop there. Create your own stock brokerage account, maybe start investing in real estate, and then as you start doing, you will start learning, and then you can make a more educated decision of if you want to keep investing your money into a 401k or IRA, or if you just want to invest your money in yourself through your business, your stocks, or your real estate alone. Wealthy people understand that you will never be able to build wealth from your salary alone, because when you're just reliant on your salary, you are just one step away from being broke. Because if you lose that salary, you lose your income, and then you have nothing else. What wealthy people do is they're working to build assets, which are their investments, which is what they will be able to live off of, which is what will be able to help take care of their family for generations in the future. This is real estate, this is businesses, this is stocks, and that's where the real money and the real wealth is built. You don't need rich parents to do this. You don't need a special college degree. You don't even need a college degree. You don't need anything except first having the right mindset, knowing that you can do it, and then being willing to learn and being willing to put in the work. Okay, I didn't grow up in any sort of financial education. I didn't grow up with people teaching me this. I didn't grow up with investor parents. I didn't grow up with people giving me money to go out and start a business. I had to do it all on my own in secret because my parents would not be happy if I would go out and do something that is not related to going out and following the traditional path. That's how it is for a lot of people. But if you want to have something different, if you don't want to live like the majority of people, if you don't want to end up average, if you don't want to live like everybody else, then you're going to have to start doing what the majority of people are not doing. And that means first thinking like the minority of people, and then looking and doing what the minority of people do. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide that goes over what passive income is, how to start generating passive income, and different passive income strategies. These are things that you can start doing even if you don't have a lot of money. So if you want to read this free guide on how to start generating passive income for free, all you got to do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.